Hello everyone, and welcome back to our adventures here with Adam's Legacy, our niche journey as the descendants of Adam continue to explore their way to the north to Home Island. Or at least our little northern water tribe was exploring their way to the north until we have gotten, my friends, bogged down. Pun fully intended because we have arrived to a bog island covered in thick thorns. Look at all of those! Oh my gosh, those could really hurt our nichelings unless we had like the armored body trait, which we absolutely do not because we have not seen snow ever in any of these nichelings like ancestral lifetimes. They have no concept of snow. And this is actually the first time we have ever come to a bog swamp island. But since we are indeed with the Northern Water Tribe, we are not going to be here very long. There is actually no path to the north, which all of the nichelings who have the home island immunity feel that pull and that call towards. And instead, we are going to have to find out if we are supposed to head to the left or the west in order to follow the flower fields and find our way to Adam's Island, or if we are supposed to head to the right and this grassland in order to go ahead and find our way to Adam's home island. Let's see, how many ports does this one have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we can take all 10 nichelings if we go to the right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We can take all 10 nichelings if we go to the left. And you might be asking yourselves, but Seri, will we not be staying here at this beautiful bog island, feasting upon toxic foods like the delicious toxic berries that grow here? And my answer, friends, is no. The reason that we have an entire tribe of water-bodied nichelings is so that we can try to swim from island to island and find islands that are only really helpful for us to settle down on when we need to take a break in between the exploring to find the home island. And this is not an island that would be good to settle down on. I do not immediately see food resources. Our nichelings do not immediately smell or hear food resources. There are so many thorns that we would have to walk around or hurt ourselves to clear out of the way in order to make a nest or try to find a spot for our nichelings to go to find more food. We're not going to stay here. We're actually going to dive straight into the waters and we are going to go to the right. I feel like this is one of those sort of tricks that you hear in fairy tales, where you have our grand heroes and adventurers trying to decide which path they should take at a fork in the forest. And I would always argue with the Walden saying of we should take the path less traveled. Not always, I actually should clarify, but often it's going to be the one that's a little bit more wild and more interesting anyway. But also in fairy tales, if you go to a land of nothing but abundance and nothing but wonderful happy flower fields, I wonder if we went there, if our nichelings would be too content. If they would feel, why would we ever want to leave this land? There's all the food we could want, all of the nesting we could want. There's no barinas. I feel like the flower land could cause us to lose our goal. And that is why we are going to go to the right instead. So we're just gonna immediately dive in and head as far as we can get. Oh, it looks like we can actually grab some food on the way. There are several nice, delicious clams that we can put some of our nichelings down on to snag. Dragon will help lead the way as well. Let's get little Mar in here. I think all of our nichelings are actually really good swimmers. So we're just gonna have them dive straight in as far as they can go. And just imagine that they basically just came up for a quick breath. They were not planning on staying any longer than they really needed to. Rox, you come and join us. And the whole tribe is going to swim onward and upward. And we're just going to go straight for this port. And this is exactly why we are a northern water tribe, because instead of having to move across land super slowly, we can take a shortcut and just go from one port to the next. And they're actually pretty close to each other. So this is pretty exciting. All right, come along, all my little ones. We're held up by how quickly the youngest among us can actually go. And this time that is Willow and Mar. So we will go by their let's see. We'll go by their speed, basically. There are a ton of delicious looking clams that we can gather up on our way, though, which is very nice. And then we've got Rocks down here. She can actually grab another one of the clams. Flu can carry on and gather up some more clams. Dragon can grab that clam. There we go. Yeah, we'll be able to really zip through here if we're pretty quick about it. We'll just be held up by how quickly Willow can swim. And thankfully, I think we can at least get to the next island before any of them get too old. Because we don't want to get too bogged down here. We have to be careful to balance the fact that our nichelings are aging. That's why we tried to take some of the youngest that were with us. Because otherwise, I don't know if we'll be able to get through very quickly. All right. Oh, Willow's the one who got the little parasite. Willow. Right over here? Don't worry. We'll go ahead and take care of that for you. There we go. And does anybody have enough fishing to be able just to take this fish out real quick? We have enough fishing on some of our nichelings to be able to get some of these small fish, actually. That's very nice. Let's see. And some collecting. A little bit of fishing here. Nice! Look at that! So even though I felt like maybe we would lose out on some of our food, there's actually several nichelings who can do quite a bit of fishing. And Joe can actually fish these big fish. Look at that! Excellent! Yeah, there's a ton more resources here for noms than I realized because there are so many clamshells. I've never swam in the ocean around a swamp island before, so I had no idea that the clamshells would be so ridiculously abundant. All right, let's come over this way, and Joe can come over here, and then little baby Mar will be one of the first ones up. That is awesome! We hardly have any loss of food as a result because we can just top off our food as we go. Oh, and there's a little crabbit. Oh no, do we have to defeat this crabbit? We have to fight this crabbit so that we can hit the port. That is so funny. Alright, we're gonna need Joe. Joe, get up here. We actually need Joe over here to help fight the crabbit so that we can make our way to the next island. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Okay, Flu, I'm also gonna need your help. We actually have to fight this thing so that we can have room to get to the next island. That is hilarious. Alright, Willow, let's go ahead and get you over here. And then take care of that. Amy, you're also gonna need to have your leech taken off. And then Rox, I'm gonna swing you around here to climb up on this side, and I'm gonna have Beck do the same thing and also try to get that fish just because. Alright, and then I'm going to have Mia jump up here and over here, and she'll have to scoot back one because we want to make sure everybody is ready to go because we're just gonna immediately jump to the next island as soon as we get this crabbit out of the way. I cannot believe we have to do battle with a crabbit in order to be able to leave to the next port. He's legitimately, like, would he come with us? Have any of you ever left islands from one island to the next with like a Barina or a crabbit or a bunnel on the ports? Because would you end up with them on a new port? Like, would you have your own pet that you could take with you? I have so many questions right now. This is a little too hilarious. But alright, we're actually doing great on food. Again, want to keep a careful eye. Joe only has like 12 days left to live, so we might want to nest on the next island unless we can really just book it to the north. Let's see what happens. Alright, like, get there! Thank goodness! Go on, get, you ridiculous little crabbit. Like, that was more than slightly hilarious. Alright, and then everybody is actually going to have a chance to get refreshed action points when we get to the next island. So, before we go, let's actually look at everybody's immunity genes and see. Fire has H and G. Willow has E and A. So I think these guys can actually... Should I have them breed now? I mean, that would end up saving us a good chunk of time. Joe, you could risk a baby H and A with Mar just fine. But then I would have to decide what genes to give them. We'll wait on giving them any more genes until we hit the next island, because I want to make sure that we're taking genes with us that would be useful. There you go, flu. All right, gathered everything that was close to us. Joe, lead the way. And that, my friends, is why we have water-bodied water tribe nichelings this time. We need to go on big grand adventures to search out— oh, there's already leeches waiting to get us. To search out the north? Well, with the northern water tribe, we can just swim our way there. This is so different. Look at this island. I haven't seen these trees in ages. Holy cow. Again, there is a port that would lead us to some nice flowery areas. And then there is a port that would lead us to, I think, a jungle. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we could swim around the edge and go really fast and maybe get to the next island. And I think that would actually put us in a jungle. I think we're gonna go ahead and try that, because if we can get around and move really fast, because we're not gonna bump into any ground and we can just see straight here, I think the jungle may have to be where we stop and reassess, but we're not going back. This is an amazing island. I think it's really fantastic and would be really cool to stay on for longer, but we have a mission. Also, we got to get rid of that leech. All right, Beak. Let's see. Maybe I will go ahead and let some of our nichelings become pregnant before we go, though. Beak, you can go ahead and you can have a child. G and H. Where's Dragon? Right here. H and Star. Dragon only has 6 days left, so I'm worried that he wouldn't make it to the next island. H and Star. Ah, Beak, my dear. I think that you can only A and H. You're gonna have a risk no matter who you have babies with, Beak. So I'm going to have Dragon pass on maybe Fishing Tail. And then, let's see, he has double nimble fingers. Beak has runner's leg and nimble fingers. She needs to pass on normal eyesight as one of hers. Dragon doesn't really have any negative traits. So I think I'm gonna have him possibly pass on Claw. I gotta think about this, because I don't really know what they need on the next islands. That's kind of what's catching me up. I know they need to keep their nimble fingers going. I don't think Digging Paw would really help them. Maybe fishing would help them, but I really want to make sure Nimble Finger stays. Ah, see what I mean? Like, it's really hard to decide. Dragon, what do I want you to possibly pass on, my friend? You're definitely gonna have a water-bodied baby with her. Tailfin. Let's do Tailfin. Why not? To swim even faster through the waters. He has a chance of passing on Fishing Tail, and I'm gonna give her the chance of passing on Tailfin, just to be able to swim even faster. And then we'll do one little flirt. There we go. Because Dragon is getting old. Joe is also getting a little bit older. G and Star immunity. And she can safely breed A and H with Mar. So Mar, let's see. You don't need to worry about— oh, we need to have Water Body, I think, as the thing that he could— well, I think he won't pass on Spiky Body no matter what. I think we're safe there. All right, Mar, your traits that I would want you to possibly pass on would definitely be maybe Nimble Fingers, because I don't think Runner's Leg is really going to help us with what we're after right now. Collecting, because we want collecting and cracking more than speed and stealth. So let's do Nimble Fingers and Nimble Fingers. And then let's have him possibly pass on Swimming Tail as well. And then Joe, I think you could definitely use Swimming Tail to make her even stronger. Just to see if we could get some babies. Oh, she's got Scorpion Tail recessive too. Oh man. Let's do Fishing Tail actually. There we go. Swimming Tail and Fishing Tail would be good ones. I should probably be doing Fishing Tail more than swimming now that I think about it. We'll let Mar go ahead. Mar flirted with her, but nothing happened. Joe, try to reassure him everything's okay. Okay, everything is okay. All right, now that we have those pregnancies out of the way, as odd as that may sound, we're gonna go ahead and keep swimming. Just keep swimming, my friends. All right, everybody into the water, please. We're gonna dive, dive, dive. There we go, because look at how far we can make it once we really get in here. And Rox is getting older too, so we'll have her go ahead and work on having some babies soon too. All right, and Mia. There we go. And let's swim as quickly as we can as the little school of nichelings that we are. And I think our goal, oh, that's really far away. I hope we can reach the next island today. We're on a water journey and we might just stay on the water journey. All right, come on. Come on, Ame. All right, come on, you guys. You guys can do it. Go, go, go. We'll start with the ones furthest at the back and push them as far as we can. We've got plenty of food. They don't need to worry about food. Come on, Joe. You've got 10 days left. We can get out of here in 10 days. We can make that happen. All right, come on, Mia. Same thing. We don't even need to stop for food now, especially now that none of us are young. This is kind of like whales. Whales will breed at specific times of year, right? And they have to limit where they go. They have to limit their behaviors and how they move, depending on if they have calves with them or not. We have no calves with ourselves. Mother whales also have to worry about like having enough nutrition for their babies, right? Well, we don't really have to worry about that either, because we've built up, quote unquote, the fat reserves by having a gigantic food storage that our nichelings are able to bring with us. If they were like whales, they would just have a ton of fat, because, I mean, that is what fat is for most animals, is food storage. Very efficient food storage that they have kind of packed away in a chemical manner. Because they can't carry it with them, they can't make things to haul it along like we can. So they turn it into the chemical substance fat, which can then be broken down for more food later. Oh man, okay. Oh geez, this is just going to be known as like the Great Migration. We have begun the Great Migration. Oh dear, who has the leech? All right, it's Joe. Oh, 8 days. 8 days left and she's heavily pregnant. All right, come on, Willow. I hope we can make it. I think we can make it. Yes, we can definitely make it to the next island. And then there we'll probably have to stop and have a couple babies and then choose who will come with us as we continue this great migration. All right, come along, little ones. Oh, whales do migrate in these huge family groups too, which I've always thought is so fascinating. Look at all the fish around the coconuts. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. I've never really had a tribe that was this adapted for the water. I wonder how we would decide how many islands they should move if we didn't have the pressure. Oh, almost there, almost there, almost there. Oh! Oh! And it's now 100 days, friends! We have now officially passed 100 days with our nichelings, which means that we have unlocked the fertility gene. Now that is a very good sign, if you ask me, that our tribe is doing quite wonderfully, and that perhaps this is a sign from above that they might think about slowing down on the next island. After all, they have already conquered more islands than any other point in their tribe's history has. Like, one group has, I don't think, ever gone to 3 islands before. So they've already gone further than anyone else. All right, come on, you guys. Almost there. Oh my gosh, yes, okay. So I think this is going to be a sign that after the next island, we should go ahead, slow down, have some babies, reassess who amongst us are now elders and no longer able to make the migration. That's going really quickly with Ame after all. And who amongst us might continue on. So my friends, babies incoming! Joe, we've got to get you a baby as well. It's time to have a little baby boom and a school of fish next time. So if you guys could, do please leave a like for our nichelings conquering one island after another. This was a huge island and a huge jump. I'm really proud of them for making it so quickly. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.